Hey guys, back for round 2. We just had an incredible first game. We are on the play, and this hand is very awkward. We do need to draw another land by turn 3 in order to turn this anchor on, and then even then our hand isn't great. We do have Maritime Guard right now. I think this is going to be a keep, but it's very borderline. Under Scry rule, I would toss this back, but right now I'm going to keep because white mana makes it pretty good with Swift Reckoning. A third land in general makes it good with Anchor. And we do at least have a 2-drop. It could be pretty bad, though. It could be exceptionally bad against red deck. Bellows Lizard I am not scared of, though. Alright, not a great draw. We needed a land. Or we need a land at least next turn. Void Mage could be good in the long run if my opponent's playing a really aggressive deck with things like Bloodlust. Ooh, Mage Ring Network doesn't seem like it belongs in a red deck. The Haste Enchantment could be what our opponent plays here. No, he's going to go for Dragon Fodder, which is decent against us. It's decent against spot removal. Alright, give me a land. No, in fact, probably the worst thing we could have drawn there. Alright, well, we've been behind before. See what you got. Alright, our opponent showing us basically that he doesn't have anything. Maritime Guard. Is he just trying to get in damage here? What could he have? Oh, he could have Fiery Impulse, but I think I'm okay with that. Okay with him losing extra damage per turn for him to Fiery Impulse. Oh, Titan Strength. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's incredibly bad for us, actually. I don't know, with our draw though, I think our opponent really just wants to get in as much damage as possible. I think I would have done that a little differently. Evolving Wild's not what I wanted to see there. It does mean if we draw a land on our next turn, we can play Void Mage though. Oh, we're not out of it yet. I don't want to see something like Cobble Brute here though. Why is our opponent main facing that? He's basically showing us that he doesn't have anything to do. Alright, we take 3 more. Maybe 4? Yeah, probably 4 more damage. Alright, if I lose to Bellow Lizard, I'm going to be pretty sad, let's be honest. Let's go get a white source. And we'll see if we draw. If we draw a land, we're playing Void Mage. If we don't... do I really want to run this into a kill spell? I could just anchor one of his goblins. Or I could even anchor his Bellow Lizard to make his draw worse. I could Swift Reckoning, which seems pretty poor. I could also just play a creature and see if he runs the goblins into it, but I feel like this Blessed Spirit's about to just die. Man, we had some bad draw. I probably should have thrown that hand back with 2 white cards and no white sources. Okay, he has an Impulse. So, bad call on my behalf. I'm taking another 2, 3, 4 here probably. Maybe even 5 if he wants to go. Okay. Again, not the worst thing in the world. Our opponent's playing a lot of mediocre cards here, but we just got nothing, so we're down to 10. Celestial Flare, pretty bad against Dragon Fodder. Alright, and unlike our last game, we just can't draw anything, so let's just put Bellow Lizard back on top. Should probably get rid of a Goblin. Freeblade I don't want. I just want land right now. And then he equips, gets in for 3 again, puts me down to 7. Imagine he's not playing anything off these, so he's got to have just like more fiery impulses in his hand. I wouldn't be surprised if our opponent is playing Infectious Bloodlust. Alright, let's get Void Mage down. Let's bounce a token. The one equipped so that he has to spend more mana to equip. We should have anchored that Goblin token, not the Bella Lizard. It did blank his draw step, but he'd have 1 less permanent on the field right now. Although he would have drawn 1 more relevant card, and we're very far behind, so... Whirler Rogue actually would have been a decent play there, because he can't kill off all the things, and the Thopters can block these guys. Not with the Veteran Sidearm, but... Let's see, I imagine... something like Chandra's Fury might kill us. I don't know, our opponent's got a lot of weird cards. Mage Ring Network in a mono red deck is weird. What are we seeing here? Lightning Javelin to our face. Nope, killing our guy. Alright, our opponent's on all removal. Which means I'm probably playing Whirler Rogue. I'm down to 5 here. So I am in Chandra's Fury range. Right now I'm just looking to mitigate as much damage as possible. Chandra's Fury actually still just kills me because it wipes out the Thopters. Sure. Opponent draws 2 extra cards. Another Lightning Javelin? Yeah, that's enough for Chandra's Fury. And he has it. Wow, incredible. Okay. I should not have kept that hand, but now we know we're against mono red. We lost to some very awkward cards. I'm going to bring in 1 negate. It hits a lot of things we saw. Same thing, I'm going to take out Charging Griffin. Healing Hands could be decent in this matchup. I don't really want to play Healing Hands, but 4 life against Auburn, Hydro Lash is probably just better than Healing Hands, though, as it is. We'll try this out. I'm 100% sure we can beat this deck. Alright, this looks... Is this... this is another borderline. Actually, this is... it needs another blue to do anything. Grasp doesn't have a good target. If we draw white mana or big creatures, it's just bad. I think we need early game. We can do this. We can make this work. I learned my lesson. Opponent goes down to 5 cards on the play. Down to 4 cards. What the heck? And just doesn't play anything? What is that about? Oh, did I just skip my turn? Was I on the play? Oh, I was on the play. Wow, that's BS. Alright. I need to pay more attention. I could have this Rune Servitor down right now. Opponent didn't have a 1-drop though, so probably something like Dragon Fodder here. Sidearm. Not worried about it. Oh, yeah, we can't play Whirler Rogue. I wish. A lot of our deck dies to Fiery Impulse, which is a little annoying. I like our bets right now, though. If he plays a removal spell to kill Servitor, I'm okay with that. But if I can get to the point where I can drop creatures and hold up Negate, I feel fine about this. Disperse as well. Could even disperse my own Whirler Rogue to get extra value off of it if it gets to that point. Smash to smithereens. Okay. Did our opponent see anything that he even wanted to bring Smash in against us for? We do take 3, and then we do draw a card. So that's awkward for me. I guess if he's going to smash anything, that's a fine one. Let's go ahead and get down Spirits. Claustrophobia is okay draw. Just mean any creature he plays doesn't do anything. Did our opponent have smashed main deck? I don't... Oh, we can live with that because we can fly right over it. Alright, we have Whirler Rogue this turn. So, any benefit to playing it pre-combat? I don't think so. We could have even played Claustrophobia to get an extra counter on the Spirit. That way it doesn't die to Fiery Impulse, but I don't think that's what we wanted to do. I would rather actually use Claustrophobia for a good card. And now we're getting to the point where I can just hold up Negate, disperse Claustrophobia, and just get in for damage. See what his 4-drop is. It could be Lightning Javelin. Could be a creature, which I'll Claustrophobia and then hold up Negate and disperse. Act of Treason, you're just getting in for 2 damage. Okay, I feel like we can beat this deck. This is an awkward mono red deck. Yep, so there's no point giving anything unblockable. I'll just attack with the flyers. I could Claustrophobia this, get in for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put him on a 3-turn clock. Nah. He didn't play a land. I feel fine about our position right now. Just get in for 4. And we can still have him on a 3-turn clock if we make that play next turn. Wonder if he's going to go for a Javelin here. I'm going to negate whatever he plays. If it's just a creature on the ground, we can deal with it. Scout. Make your guardians unblockable. Yes, beautiful. Alright. Sure, we'll play Freeblade. Or 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'll just play Freeblade and keep up Negate. And get in for 4 again. We can make Freeblade unblockable next turn. Get that renowned. I don't feel like we can lose this game, but I've been wrong before. He could have Chandra's Ignition, which ironically, with Subterranean Scout, blows everything up, but Negate makes me feel fine. Nope. Not today, sir. Alright, he's had enough of that. Alright, let's not skip our turn. I think I'm just going to keep it as is. I don't think Nivix Barrier is anything worth writing home about. Healing Hands, I'm still debating Healing Hands. If there's any time you want to play it, it's in this deck. And I'm wondering, Grasp might just not be that great. Saying Grasp might not be a great card against a deck that we just really want to eat his creatures anyway. I'm going to do something I probably wouldn't do in a very competitive setting, and that's play Healing Hands over Grasp, which is just straight up wrong. especially with Aromancer and Dude. Ooh, this seems good. Topin Freeblade on 2 into Celestial Flare to protect us and Thunderclap. So let's keep. Opponent is actually on the play this time with a 1-drop. So here our opponent has some nut draw. We did not want to see an extra planes there. Probably has a 2-drop. If he doesn't, this is... Okay, he didn't have a 2-drop. Weird. Construct is a decent blocker. Not a great attacker, but a decent blocker. So, it usually can't attack till turn 3. And even then, that's only if you played a 2-drop. And both those creatures are able to get in. Subterranean Scout, no. 3 mana. He's going to renown my guy for me. I don't think he realizes that. Unless he's just planning on Lightning Javelin in it next turn. He gets in for 3. That seemed wrong from my opponent. That seemed very wrong. Might just have a kill spell for it, but I still get in for 3 instead of 2 this turn. I understand he's trying to push in damage, but I don't think that's quite the route you want to go. Next turn I have Thunderclap. So yeah, he's just going to kill it off. So he used Active Treason for 2 damage. Well, 4, I guess. Very awkward. I wonder why he didn't just let... If he was planning on taking damage anyway, why he didn't just... Oh, I get a free attack here, don't I? He either loses his construct or takes 1, and he can't attack me back. Seems good, and I have end of turn Thunderclap. Sure. Can't attack me this turn. Alright, let's get an attacker down. We don't have Spell Mastery on that yet, but that's fine. So yeah, I could attack with both, but then he attacks me back. Let's just play it safe and attack for 2. The dream is that he double blocks Maritime Guard and I Celestial Flare, but don't see that happening. Pyromancer's Goggles, you got it. That could be interesting with things like Chandra's Fury. I see what my opponent's going for though, even though that was halfway through pack 2, so I think my opponent's just trying to get a little fancy with it. Man, nothing but lands. It's the type of draw we wanted to capitalize on our opponent not having anything. Or on us drawing better cards, but hitting 8 of our lands, not great. Let's see what our opponent's going to play with Pyromancer Goggle. Oh, he's just going to take a guy again. Probably our Thunderclap. And gets in for at least 4 damage this turn. You might just, if he just attacks with Thunderclap, that doesn't seem too great, or the best use of Enthroned Victor. If he attacks with these other guys, I get to eat 1. He could have some sort of weird trick to kill everything off. Let's go ahead and see if we can eat his scout. Yeah, if he has Fiery Impulse, he can kill off both of... Can he kill him? Yeah, he can kill off both of those. Nope, he just gets in for damage. Okay. We can live with Disperse. I can save one of my guys if they are on the verge of dying. I like my odds right now. I don't like that Chandra's Fury deals 8 damage to me. Well, it's something. Something he can duplicate. Double Active Treason. Man, my opponent is all in on this, isn't he? Let's see what we can do. Not very much. I think I disperse my own Thunderclap and then replay it end of turn. Did he use both of them, Target and Thunderclap? I think he did. Yeah, he messed up again. I think I'm getting a little lucky with my opponents messing up on their cards today. Let's see. He attacks with everybody? No. Awesome. So I go Disperse on my guy, Celestial Flare your other guy, and then your Bonded Construct is dead out of luck. Which I wouldn't have been able to do if he had targeted my Maritime Guard. And I don't have enough to flash this in. Claustrophobia. No, we don't even need to main phase that. I'm just going to attack with my Maritime Guard, since you can't really attack me back. Man, my opponent went for a really weird deck here. Let's see, I also have Swift Reckoning on Spell Mastery now because I played the Disperse and the Celestial Flare. I'm feeling okay about this. My opponent could have a good sequence of cards here, though. Like Lightning Javelins to the face. Each one does 6. Oh, is this a Chandra's Fury? Yeah, he's going to deal 8 to me. Which means I'm dead to a burn spell. Which would be a very sad way to go. So I want negates. Give me a negate. Suppression Bonds. I'm gonna Suppression Bond. We're still dead to another Chandra's Fury, but at least this way he can't copy a Lightning Javelin. Let's see, he could play a Hasty Creature, then I have Swift Reckoning, another Active Treason or something like that. So I'm debating whether I want to keep right now I've got him on a 3-turn clock. Sure, I'll go in with both. And just hope we don't get burned out or get killed by Thopter Engineer or something like that. Guardians, we can live with that. We can deal with the Guardians. We could even Claustrophobia it. Sure. Since he has a blocker for Maritime Guard, our clock really isn't different. So I'm just going to serve with Thunderclap and hope to get there before he gets some sequence of cards that can deal 4 damage to us. Maybe another Chandra's Fury could kill us. Healing Hands would be good here. Healing Hands would put me in a very safe range. Now, our opponent's not playing lands, and he just played a 3-drop, so I'm wondering what he actually has in his hand. Seismic Elemental, is that going to do anything for you? Thankfully not. He can't actually attack. There is a chance... Ooh, do we have anything? No. There is a chance he has another Seismic Elemental, so we're going to go ahead and lock this one down. just in case. And attack with no, Thunderclap's still lethal, so next turn. So just Thunderclap. And we do still have Swift Reckoning, so we need to fade one more draw step from our opponent. Don't you? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We just lost to this deck. That is insane. That is insane. Alright. Fair and square. I'm very disappointed about that, but alright. Well, Pyromancer's Goggle and Chandra's Fury is a 8 damage combo, I guess. Alright, well, I'll see you guys for round 3. That was, what this guy's name says, the most epic loss of all time. Alright, see you guys for